Welcome to Career TV. How are you all doing? I hope you're all safe. We're all doing fine here too. So thank you so much for asking all these kind of questions in our comment box. I really love it. How you guys express your concerns and love and everything. Thank you so much. We are all doing fine here. All four kids and us, we are safe. So let me show you a recipe that what happened was I bought green beans or long beans from Asian market, and it was such a big bunch. I just took half of it and then made a stir fry out of it, and then the rest of it I was going to make some avial and whatnot, and then it was whatever I had left was not enough to make it to a meal for all of us. So I thought of combining red beans with the long beans. So that's what I'm going to be making today. Long beans with red beans stir fry. Have you tried that before? If not, you should try it. We have made this many times. It just, the lentils change over time. Whatever you have on hand, we just substitute it. So in India, what happens is when you buy the long beans, some of them are too big. The seeds itself just comes so fast out. So when that happens, when you make the stir fry in India, you end up having the long bean seeds along with the long beans itself. So I'll show you a picture of it later on. But today I thought I will recreate that same thing what we do in India here with red beans. So that's what this recipe is all about. Let me show you all the ingredients that we'll be using for this recipe. Okay, I got garlic, pearl onions, green chilies, curry leaf, red chili powder, turmeric powder, coconut, mustard, coconut oil, salt, and our heroes are, this is 3 cups of long beans which I've diced very small, just to the same size as my red beans. This is 1.5 cups of red beans that I've soaked and cooked it in my pressure cooker for 1 whistle. So when you have your red beans, wash it thoroughly and soak it for a couple of hours. That will help the cooking process much faster. So what we're going to do here is we're going to turn on our stove. While that is heating up, we're going to crush together all of the fresh ingredients, which is our 3 garlic cloves, 6 small pearl onions, 4 green chilies. We're going to crush them together and I'll show you how that looks like. I'm going to pour in 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. You could choose any oil that you desire. 3 tablespoons of coconut oil is in. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of mustard, whole mustard. Be ready, it will temper and it will fly all over the place. So have your shield ready. Boom. Fireworks in the kitchen. I'm glad my youngsters are enjoying the fireworks in the kitchen. Thank you so much. Okay, that is good. Now we got all our crushed ingredients, which is our garlic, pearl onions, and green chilies. We're going to add that to this, and let's saute this for a couple of minutes. Our garlic and pearl onions are well sauteed. That raw smell is gone. We're going to add a few curry leaves. That's according to your desire. If you like to add more, go for it. Okay, all of that in. Good job. Lower your heat now because we're going to introduce our spices to this. What we're going to do is 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2 tablespoons of red chili powder. Now that is according to your spiciness. If you don't want it this spicy, you don't have to use it. Let's saute this so that spices are well in that coconut oil. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is add in our coconut. This is 1 cup of coconut, fresh grated coconut. Have you seen our video of how we process our coconut? I still don't know where to find that machine. So many of you were asking about it. I'm sorry, I found it on Amazon, so you can also find it. If not better, You might find a newer version of that same thing. Okay, very good. Now what we're going to do next is introduce our heroes. So first we're going to cook our long beans and then add our cooked red beans into this dish. Okay, to this we're going to add 3 cups of long beans that I've finely diced. Not too big and not too small, so that it goes along with our red beans. Let's give it a good mix. And we're going to cover this and cook for 5 minutes before we introduce our cooked red beans into this long beans. Okay, it's time to check on our beans. Long beans. Nice. So 5 minutes passed. Let's introduce our cooked beans into this. So I'm going to use about 1 teaspoon. This depends on you how salty you want it. So this one maybe 1.5 teaspoon of salt. Check in between, okay? So if you add more, there's no way to reduce it, but add small at a time, and then you can control this. When you're seasoning any of your stuff, say if it is fish, chicken, vegetables, whatever it is, add it slowly into it, a little at a time, because once you go past the required, more than what is required, it becomes very, very sour and bitter. The saltiness, it just ruins the dish itself. So as time goes by, you have a hang of how much is required for your dish. For this dish, I'm using 1.5 teaspoon of salt. So we're going to cover this and cook for the rest of the 5 minutes, and then I'll show you how that looks like. Okay, it's time to check on our beans. Wow. Okay, so all the flavors have combined. It's perfect. You know what you can serve this with? Buttermilk and rice. This is something to try. Definitely try this out. Okay, very good. Now we're going to turn off the stove. Let me transfer all of this to a serving dish and I'll show you how that looks like. So this is one of my secret weapons in the house when I run out of stuff to make for our family. So definitely try this. It's something interesting. I'm sure you'll love it too. So thank you so much for tuning into Curry TV. I hope you are safe and healthy. Keep that positivity running, and we'll see you next time. Same time, same place. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.